신경 쓰세지?
피카 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 피카.
Okay. Go.
I was gonna respond.
Okay.
I was gonna respond with another Pokemon sound, but I decided against it.
Can you do it?
To not feed into your. All right, 17 is finally here.
We waited for this. We've been waiting for this.
Thunder, title track, music video dropped today, and so we're gonna check that out right now. We are, of course, very much excited to go through the entire album, and I'm sure because there's a music video drop, that means all the tracks are dropped as well. But please let us know if there are other music videos dropping, because there's a lot of tracks in this album.
Hopefully.
Until then, we're gonna check this out and then go through the album one by one. So let's start with this, talk about the music, the lyrics, and everything as usual. If you're new here, welcome. We do talk about Korean culture, lyrics, and all that as well.
Yes.
And also, we got tons of 17 contents coming up and already up on our Patreon page. So check that out if you're interested and you don't want to wait for other stuff too long.
And marathons too.
Exactly. We're checking out every single 17 discography music in
Just
order.
started.
So check that out. Otherwise, let's get this party started. I can't wait.
Pika!
Shut up.
3, 2, 1.
Click.
Oh. Done?
I mean, it is thematically quite dark, just like the
sound.
Oh,
Right, like a G6 type of sound.
oh right.
Yeah.
Hey. Look at them. Ooh.
Hey, Wanu's here.
Lots of different sound effects in the back.
Oh, I love this top line.
Hey.
Oh, the rap. Yo, this so got like 2000s.
Yeah, the source
Yo,
right now.
Yeah. And even the lyrics too.
The hey ho.
Oh! Woo! To see how they removed the instrumental? Yeah. Oh. Ooh, this is catchy though. Yo, that was sexy by June.
And the whistles as well. Hey.
Yo, Vernon's hair, man.
I love this rap style.
Oh, it's good.
Hey.
This it reminds me of the Anycall, commercial.
Yeah.
Back in the day with folder phones, just.
This is so good.
This is Hoshi? Dang, their voices seem different.
Man, that sound is so so rough and in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't usually use a sound like this. It feels unfiltered, untouched.
Oh, the main bass?
Yeah, it's too rough. But it works here.
This is DK?
Wow.
Why? Why? Oh, okay. I thought they were continuing to another music video or something. Yo! Summer party bangers, babe! So they really kept this. And we were like, oh, like a G6 type of vibe.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was the main thing.
They went in your face with that kind of style, you know?
Yeah, they brought back the fun of 2000s and I would say 2010s too. Like Black Eyed Peas or Big Bang.
You're totally right that they literally just brought it back because they didn't just kind of incorporate different things from that era, that kind of sound. It is that sound. It's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because usually it's like a 2080 mix to kind of give that feel, just like the old school talk that we recently had in one of the reactions.
Right,
but
right,
this
right.
one was 80-20. Like most of the sounds were from that era.
What's crazy about this is that if you think about it, this is so K-pop. You know what I mean? Because like you know how nowadays like a lot of groups want to go very like pop, but you know 17 did their own way by bringing those old elements back without being cringe. Because sometimes when you bring especially these type of sounds, it may be very cringe.
Oh yeah,
But
no, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially when you have so many of them.
True. I just feel like this is a big upgraded version of K-pop slash 17 music, so that it almost feels like a trendsetter.
Yeah, it's a new. It almost feels new because it's like a full circle moment, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I feel like this is one of those party and festival banger that you will hear everywhere. You know, in Korea, like you just get out of the plane and it'll be playing.
Yeah, and the sound is so jarring. It's you know like raw and as is. Like usually you start with that kind of sound and then you touch it and you sculpt it so that it becomes something more less invasive. But they just kept it as invasive as possible audibly and just went forward with the do and it's like it's strong, it's loud, it's just like thunder. It can be very invasive, very loud, and very annoying or scary, but if done right, it can be beautiful, right? And that's sort of what they did with the sounds here. They used the idea of thunder and them coming in like a thunder, but musically too, they have a lot of different sounds that could be very much, again, jarring or loud or noisy and make it work so that it becomes beautiful.
Yeah, I was actually afraid that this sound might get too repetitive.
Oh,
that
that
it almost
too,
feels like at first it's good, but you get sick of it type of vibe. But somehow they managed to do it really well so that it doesn't feel like that. And again, upgrade version of this type of sound. It's just feel like I want to listen to this in the water bomb or something.
Yeah.
You know? You listen to this in front of a Haimatu, you know, or Imatu, like everyone's like
and you know that sort of happened to be because they kept the structure very simple. No bridge.
True. That's one of the things too. Yeah.
No repetition. It's just verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Done.
Yeah, that full chorus A, B. Especially the chorus B part definitely sounds like the 2000s era. The top lines and the lyrics too. Phone ring and
Yeah.
like,
The whole thing.
Ah, so good. It also reminded me of Hoshiuji.
Sure.
The stupid idiot. But that was more quirky type of feeling, but this was more a bit serious, more.
And you know, the Hoshiuji one was, compared to this one, a lot more modern.
True. And I really loved that end of the pre-chorus. They brought top lines from the actual chorus to make it as a start of the chorus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They introduced it end of the pre-chorus. They leave everything out. And to me, I don't know why, but because of the sonogong, I just felt like this was so 17 like introduction of chorus. You know, leaving everything out and even the top lines too. That was so good. Nowadays, they do a lot of changes in the pre-chorus, but this one just keeping that flow of the music. So it may not sound so special, but what it does is so flowy that it's gathering everyone's claps. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Everyone to just like jump. Allo.
Yep.
Yeah,
because a lot of things just switch at that part, right? Everything becomes minimal, that jarring sound enters. It becomes simpler but stronger and boom, pointy. As usual, I am going to talk about the lyrics just a little bit, but I'm so happy that you talked about sonogong because there's basically nothing that I need to really correct.
This one's okay, yeah.
Very subtle things, but it won't really affect how you perceive the song. So I'll just skip those and only mention one thing that I thought is kind of interesting. For the first time, it's not really me correcting the CC, but rather throwing a question to all of you. Talk about what you think about this idea. It's just a theory. They say we don't chase shadows when we drive, don't worry. And that is well translated. There is an expression to this. It works in Korean. But the word they use to say that expression is floating clouds.
뜬구름.
Yeah. In Korean,
우리는 뜬구름 운전하지 않아.
and what they say, they kind of mix that expression with something else. Literally, they say we don't drive the floating clouds.
The floating clouds,
which could be a hint or a nudge toward sonogong. So I wanted to ask if you think that this might be intentional.
Gotta be, I guess.
if it is literally just them trying to say that expression that we don't chase shadows, but then sort of it became that way coincidentally.
I think that totally makes sense, and we never know their intention. But I feel like as we've been continuing the 17 journey, I feel like Uji Bumju, the 17 guys, definitely had an intention in their mind by writing the lyrics. And especially, usually Korean people say 뜬구름 잡지 않는다, like you don't catch the 뜬구름 and stuff like that, but you don't say 뜬구름 drive.
Right.
And I feel like you have a point because it continues.
Yeah, it's too
sonogong,
specific of a line, right?
Like you don't drive floating cloud.
So literally they're saying, don't worry, we don't drive, we don't ride on the floating clouds. Like, don't worry, we're not sonogong. Like, they're saying we're not sonogong in that sense. So that's why I'm asking. But still, it's like, hey, don't worry, we're not gonna kill you kind of thing as well. Just like, whoa, we're gonna let you pass. We would love to know what you think. I think Hansi and I both agree that it has to be intentional to some degree because it's a weird way to phrase it, but we thought it'd be fun to point that out because in the English lyrics that is not conveyed at all.
Even if they didn't, it's still clever.
It still works. Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, so that's about it for lyrics as well. Everything was simple. That's part of the point as well because the genre is
Very
supposed
simple,
to be that way. It's not supposed to complicate. It's not supposed to make you think too much.
Actually, more top lines than I thought.
Sure.
So I thought it was gonna be much more simple, but 17 did it in their way. Modern, very good, trendsetters.
So everything you hear, everything you see, everything you heard, it's perfect. It's just party theme. I'm still looking forward to all the solo tracks, of course. But again, like we said in the beginning, if there are other music videos dropping, and if you know when they're dropping, and let us know what you thought about this video, with this music, this title track, and we'll see you in whatever the next one is. We might go in order. Even that, we'll leave it up to you. So tell us, how should we approach this album? We're very excited. We want to make the most out of every track. Guide us. We'll see you in the next one, everybody.
Pika!
Nikki FM,
B.
Rose Oat,
Amare.
GOOOOOO 17WW,
Chaotron.
Atika Jumat,
K171.
Sarvani Chakraborty,
Farah Nurmanisa.
Emma, Simply Uzis,
John Hyoin.
Paula Silva,
Fakor.
Alphabet H,
Beta Kitten.
Mingi Uchiha Sasa,
Katie Nguyen.
Jennifer Trudesiak,
Lauren S.